guys, it's Di from Be Mommy with Style, and I thought I would tackle another question and answer video real quick while I had a few minutes while the girls were at school, so there's not kids running around behind me. And I just went and got my hair cut, so it's in fabulous mode. So I wanted to do a video while it was freshly cut, because you know it never looks like this. You wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be like, wah. But anyhow, straight to the question and answers. So thank you for all the great questions. I'm going to try to get to a bunch of them today, and I will definitely look back on the past question and answer videos when I'm doing them in the future. But also, if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will try to get to them in the future. So I did a special Disney question and answer because that was kind of topical, but this is kind of like, I may start doing this monthly, I don't really know, but this is kind of like October question and answer, and if there's a lot of questions, maybe I'll do it like a couple times. We'll see how it goes. Anyhow, I have to talk to you in a future video about the possibility of daily vlogging long term, but we're gonna save that for a different video because I wanna get to some questions. So first of all, thousands of people asked, are you going to have any more children? There was a lot of different variations of that, like, are you thinking of it? Do you think you might want to? But that was predominantly the main question asked in the comments on the last question and answer video, and the answer's not exactly straightforward. I don't know. At this time, we don't like have any hard and fast plans, like we're not trying to conceive or anything like that. Obviously, life's been a little crazy, it's been moving, and that's been what we've been focused on. I think that we could have 2 girls and we would be totally fine. I know a couple people specifically asked, are you gonna try for a boy? I don't know, we might, if we were actively trying for a third, we might try different methods to try for a boy, but honestly, I know how to parent girls and I'm very, very comfortable with that. I don't know what I would do with a boy, to be quite honest. You can't stick a tutu on a boy, so that would be whole new territory, but you know, I don't know how to answer the question, are you done? Because I don't really know. I mean, I think I would be fine and I'd be very happy with life how it is with just our 2 girls. I mean, they obviously keep me very busy and I love them a ton. I don't have like a deep burning desire to have a third. However, that being said, when I look at a baby, I go, oh, isn't it cute? I miss those days. Instead of, I talk to friends and they say that they know that they're done whenever they look at the baby and they think, oh, that's cute. I'm glad I don't have to do that again. So I haven't hit that point yet. I think I'm open to the idea of a third, but I think that if we have a third would be our last. And I kind of want to do it like all on its own. So that would mean Natalie would be in kindergarten, which is 2 more years away. So we have some time to kind of think about it and, you know, really kind of see. And I don't really know if the configuration of her house, of her cars, you know, that's kind of a bad excuse, I guess, to say not to have a third, because all those things can be configured and rechanged and all that sort of thing. But I don't really know if we're set up to have a third right now. But that being said, if it happened, I think I would be open to it. So that was kind of a non-answer, but that was the question that most of you had. So are we actively trying? No. Am I open to the idea? Yes. Do I know if it'll happen? I don't know. So the next question was about activities that the girls are going to be in this year. And the question is, do the girls take any classes like swimming, sports, anything like that? Obviously in the past, they've both taken swimming. We used to take swimming a lot. They have done soccer, and Bella has done dance. So as you guys have probably seen before this question and answer video has been posted, I kind of spent time after we got settled in running around and trying to find places that, 1, had openings because we were signing up late, but then 2, met our needs schedule-wise and then just atmosphere-wise for dance and gymnastics. And I feel like we found really good fits for both. So originally, Natalie was just gonna do dance and Bella was just gonna do gymnastics, but then once we got to talking about it, we're gonna have them both do gymnastics, so they're both in like tumbling gymnastics classes. This is kind of the first time for me being around gymnastics per se. I mean, I had friends that did it, and I worked in a studio that had gymnastics as well, so it's not like totally foreign to me, but I've never had a child do it before. But Bella has taken ballet and tap. There was a lot of complaining last year when she was towards the end of the year, and I don't think she really likes tap is kind of what I was able to decipher out of the complaining. So at first she was like, no, I don't want to do dance, and I was like, that's totally fine. So Natalie was dead set. She was doing ballet. She wanted to do ballet, so I said, okay, fine. But then once Bella saw Natalie so into ballet, she was saying she wanted to do ballet and tap. And I said, Bella, there was a lot of complaining. Why don't you try jazz? So me knowing dance and having a dance background, I think that jazz or hip hop would be a much better fit for Bella. Obviously, she doesn't know what that means. She doesn't know what jazz means. She doesn't know what hip hop means. she's gonna have to go and try it for herself and let me know what she thinks. If she's still, after a couple classes, is saying, no, I think I'd rather do ballet, then we'll get her switched into a ballet class. I have a feeling, knowing her, one of two things is gonna happen. She's gonna go to jazz and love it, and that's what we're gonna do this year, or she's gonna go to jazz and maybe we'll try a hip hop. And if she decides dance is not for her, that's totally cool with me. It does break my little dance heart just a tiny bit, just to be honest, because I used to be a dancer. I used to own a dance studio, if you guys don't know my full background story, so all those things. So to have dancers would give me all the feels, for lack of a better word, but if it doesn't happen, it's not a huge deal. I mean, I will live. I want them to pick things that they're going to enjoy and get something out of. You know, I don't want them to pick something because someone else does or doesn't want them to do something. So that's where we kind of had them both fall into gymnastics, because Natalie was kind of showing interest in it, but she was like dead set that she wanted to do ballet. So we thought we'll have them both try gymnastics, see if one or both of them likes it, and then if they both like it, they can both stay in it. So long story short, it's looking like dance and gymnastics could be our two activities during the school year. Definitely for Bella, we're gonna look at some music lessons. She's very musically inclined, so we're gonna look at some supplementary music lessons in addition to what she does at school. Probably some piano lessons. I have a heirloom piano that's gonna be coming to me at some point, which has been passed down in my family for a long time. It's gorgeous, it's got real keys and everything, it's beautiful. So once we get that, definitely, you know, piano lessons, but probably first, second grade for those. This is gonna be a long-winded question and answer. I'm gonna have to go get Natalie at school though, so you're gonna be saved from the long-windedness. So then the next question is, are you gonna be doing a giveaway soon? Probably yes, I'll be doing giveaways, and also check out Moms with Mouse Ears. There's gonna be one over there very, very soon, but I wanna do a couple over here just of like favorites and stuff. Another one was a Disney question. I answered that in the Disney one. I'm trying to scroll through them really quick over here if you see me looking this direction. Oh, this is a good one. T and Chicky 100 asked, is Bella loving her new school, and are you still doing some schooling at home with her? So Bella is loving school. She really, really likes school. It's been an adjustment. Having more than just her in her class, I think, is the big adjustment. Not having the focus entirely on Bella. She doesn't understand really why she can't just say what she wants, when she wants. But she's in a class with 20 some odd other children. They obviously all need attention and all have questions. So raising her hand has been a new thing that she has learned. And I think as the school year progresses, she'll kind of ease into that. But she is loving school. She loves what they call their specials classes, which are like art and music and PE. She loves them, and I'm so happy, thankful that we ended up in the school district. This school district is amazing, guys. This is like my ultimate just dream spot for school district. It's got an amazing school district, one, but the school district that we used to be in Illinois, I was starting to get really worried, and she had applied to a magnet school and was accepted over there in Illinois. She would have been going to a magnet school this school year. This is a more intensive learning school, which I think she would have been okay with that part, but they had no art, no music, no PE, no recess. And, you know, at first I was kind of like, oh, that might not be so bad. She'll be okay with it. But now, after seeing her in school over here and seeing how much she loves literally those 4 things that she would not have had at that other school, we are in the right place at the right time. This is where we're meant to be. This is what she needs for school. I'm so glad we didn't end up in that other school. She would have gotten a pretty good education over there, but that school district just doesn't have the funds. They don't have the funds and just everything to utilize. So this is a long-winded thing. But anyhow, yes, she loves school. I'm happy that she's in the school. It's a great fit. And homeschooling at home with her. Yes, but Bella's at school full-time for kindergarten, so really, kind of, maybe not really. I'm not hitting it really hard right now because we're still adjusting. I am planning on starting the preschool at home with Natalie coming up here pretty quickly, but with Bella, she's in school all day long. When she comes home, she just needs time to play and just kind of veg out, to be honest. She's in school all day long. But that being said, I do want to do some arts and crafts and learning activities with them because I enjoy it, and I think it's, you know, good for them too. So yes, we will. Right now, we're not hitting it really heavily just because moving. Next question is, what do your kids want to be when they grow up? I know they're young. It's cute to know them about their imaginations. I don't know. Let's ask them in today's vlog. So check out a vlog for that. If I can remember, I'll try to put the link down below because I don't honestly know. It probably changes every day. And then a couple more questions. I'll wrap this one up and I'll try to answer the rest of them. If I didn't get to your question today, look for a future question and answer video. 2 more questions. From Kobe Jane. She asked, have you ever traveled overseas, and if so, where? Is there anywhere that you would like to go overseas? No, I've never been out of the United States. My husband and I were planning to go to Italy at one point, but then life just kind of got crazy and kids, and there you go. I think if we get the chance to go overseas, I would like to go to Europe, to England, to Italy, and possibly Greece, maybe eventually someday Japan, but I don't think that we'll go overseas with the kids until they're much older, and then I would possibly want to do more traveling once the kids are kind of out on their own and we're empty nesters. But I do want to take the kids, if we get the opportunity, at least on 1 or 2 trips like that. But it just seems a little daunting to me to take the kids out of the country. I don't know what exactly makes me nervous there. Maybe because I've never been out of the country myself. I literally live like 30 minutes or an hour away from Canada, and I lived here for 6 years and never been to Canada. I don't even have a passport. So that may just kind of sum it up in a nutshell. Do I think it'd be cool to go to Europe? Absolutely. Have I ever really had an extreme interest in leaving the United States? Not necessarily. But if there's anywhere that you guys think I should check out, let me know. I know that there's some amazingly beautiful places out there. Australia seems really cool. It'd be a really, really long plane flight, but I think Europe's pretty high on the list because it's a shorter plane flight. All right, so that's my alarm to go get Natalie. The last one was a really good question. What does your husband and family think about YouTube? So I think at this point, I've been on YouTube for about 3 years. Everyone's kind of hit the point now that they kind of think it's a really cool thing, even if they don't quite understand what it's about. Like, especially the grandparents, they're like, oh, that's really cool. And, oh, you're kind of helping your family, like, take some vacations and stuff. So that's nice. I don't know that they totally understand what it's all about. They don't get, like, vlogging, and they don't get that there's like a vlog world and daily vloggers. The progression of my husband, like, was he thought it was cool that I was doing something to start out, and then he kind of got annoyed at how much time it was taking. But then he started getting, like, I think really it boils down to I started paying for us to go to Disney World, and now he helps me lay out the groceries for Grocery House. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell of the progression of my husband. He thought it was cool at the beginning, then he got annoyed at how much time it was taking, but then he started, you know, seeing a lot of the benefit as well, where I was able to help out with a lot of family vacations and things like that. And so now he's like, oh, she's got the camera out again, whatever. You know, he's in a very corporate job, so I don't know that he's necessarily interested in, like, grabbing the camera and vlogging himself. I don't know that you necessarily ever will see that. But if you've been wondering where my husband is, he's at work. But in the Disney videos, you'll see him a lot more in those, because obviously he's off work, he's with us all throughout the day. And typically when I'm vlogging, I turn the camera off at night because dinner time I don't film. That's just kind of standard I've started. I don't film at dinner, I don't film at bath time, and I don't really film our bedtimes. I may eventually film a bedtime routine. I don't necessarily have a problem with that part, but the other 2 things you probably will never see. So anyhow, long story short, they're cool with it. A lot of them don't really understand it, and that's why I don't really go out of my way to film my family either. Even I have a couple younger nieces that I know watch me, so hi if you're watching. And them, I mean, I would, if they were like, hey, put me in a video, I would probably put them in a video. I'm gonna get text after this video airs. But I don't go out of my way to put people on YouTube, especially if they don't understand it, because I want them to make sure they know what they're getting into before I put them on YouTube in a video that's gonna be seen by thousands, and potentially, possibly some videos just take off and you don't know why. And potentially more than that. So I just want to make sure people understand it before I put them on YouTube, which is why I don't film family friends, I don't film their kids, I don't film grandparents, because I don't even bring it up. I just, you know, I know some people, some vloggers that you see, especially if it's their, like, profession, they just whip out the camera and it's going, and their families, I guess, either get it or they don't care. But I don't know, I just want to make sure that people totally understand it before I would do that. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. There was a lot of great questions. Thanks for your questions. If you have any more, put them down below. And thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day. Bye.